Hello, beautiful souls. This is Vineeta Kumar, also known as Twinflameunion, bringing you guys January's reading for 2021. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope your holidays was amazing as mine was. Though Canada was in a lockdown, I know that a lot of Canadians made up for it however way they were allowed to do so, and it was the same for me. I was quite busy, which is why I actually missed last week's video, but I had quite a bit of December's videos out that was all meant to amp your manifestation and whatever have you for 2021. So I'm going to link those in the description box so you can check those out, as well as December's reading, which was messages from your guide for the entire year that was coming up. So this is again timeless, so take what it resonates whenever you are meant to. You can also save this video as well as the December one as well for any time when you actually need to come back to it and re-listen to it or re-watch it or whatever have you, because it is meant for the entire year and it will actually resonate throughout the year. So I just want to make that very clear. So yeah, do save that video as well in your library, as well as all you have to do is just hit the save button, and it'll actually just stuck into your library, your YouTube library. You know, everybody that has a Google account, if you're watching YouTube, you know, through your phone, through an app, then yeah, you should be able to hit the save button and it actually goes into your library. So this is another way of actually also, you know, collecting some of the videos that you frequently watch or you want to go back to, because you know, we all do that. So that's the good part of having this app. You know, it's part of the you know, free app that you get in your device, right? So yeah. So I will link that one as well into the description. So that reading, because I feel that reading and this reading is tied together, because that was messages from your guides, and this is again messages from your twin flame, and it is for the entire year. So have a look at it and just see. I have no idea what it is, but I felt very strongly that they wanted to tell us some of the things, and everybody is excited for 2021, just because 2020 was a very trying year for the entire world. So everybody is you know, juiced up. They wanna make 2021 better than 2020. So there's lots of empowerment just within that, because everybody was tired of it. Everybody had a hard time, so everybody's excited to do whatever they can to make 2021 a very productive year. So at least that's the energy that I'm getting from everybody else. So so I'm pretty sure that the watcher, you're feeling that way. So let's see what the messages are. But before we hit it, let's do this. And welcome back. For those that are new to this channel, please do not forget to hit like, share, and subscribe, as well as hit the notification bell for any future videos that I actually upload. If you want to book any session with me, you can do that directly from my website. That information is also in the description box. You can purchase and book directly from there. As well as I want to add that 10% of Twin Flame Union sales also goes to charities. So all that information is in my website, which are those two, which is the Red Cross as well as BC SPCA. So yeah, so just know that whatever you contribute, you know, you've got a little bit of a contribution that goes towards these organizations as well. For January, what I found is that we don't have too much going on, which is good because we've had some really heavy energies. So this was a good thing. So January 5th, we've got Mars that's going to be entering Taurus. And then January 12th, we've got new moon in Capricorn. January 13th, we've got Mars as squares Saturn. And then we've got January 14th, Uranus goes direct. And then January 17th, we've got Jupiter that's going to be squaring Uranus. Now, all this information you can also look up on the internet and just see what this means. This is just me highlighting it in general, but yeah, you can find the meanings of that if you are drawn to something that that I'm reading out from here. So January 19th and 20th, this becomes Aquarius season, of course, which means anybody that has their sun in Aquarius. So that's Aquarius season. And January 28, 29, we've got full moon in Leo. And then January 30th, we've got Mercury that's going to be going into retrograde mode. So that's the highlight. Not much was going on in January, like I said, so that's a good thing. Well, let's dive deep into the reading and see what messages needs to come. Now, for those that are new to my channel, my readings are pretty lengthy, so not that anybody complains. So what I normally do is to shave off time, actually pre-shuffle the cards, so you don't have to look at that much. So I'm just going ahead and shuffling this just for the camera and resetting the energy, and let's see what the cards are gonna say. I've got another tarot deck as well that's gonna be sort of a I can't speak today. Clarifier, excuse me. I can't speak today, so if I'm gonna have issues with pronunciation or whatever, it's because I'm having speech therapy issues. speech issues here. It's true fact. I just I had to re-record a few of the takes here, so I have to say, it's an admission for those that are doing YouTube. They know, it gives you a new sense of respect for people that are in the entertainment industry, especially. You have no idea how many takes sometimes we have to do or retake or redo. So something that I learned very, very quickly. So I do respect the entertainment industry, or even the media industry or whatever, because I just it's one thing that I realized very quickly when I was starting on YouTube, because it's not that easy as people think. Sometimes it's not as seamless as we portray it to be. The back end is not that easy. King of Wands is the bottom of the deck, so I just want to point that out. I'm not going to take this, but let's see if it's going to show up in the reading. But let's see what happens. So I'm going to pull out 4 cards. King of Wands. While I'm shuffling this, I just want to say that is one king that is very, very passionate. It's all about desire, and it's all about, it's just a very passionate sort of king. So we've got the first card coming up as the moon, and let's see. Moon is all about illusions and doubts, not enough clarity, that sort of thing. So let's see what else is showing up in the reading. So when I say, messages from your twin flame, and the first card that shows up is the moon. That to me usually says that, you know, they're hazy about what's happening. They're a little confused. You know, there's but you know, with moon, it also shows up as you know, there's two sides to the moon, and I just want to point that out. You know, you've got that, you know, phases of the moon where they are you know, in the dark and then into the light, you know, like sort of thing. So they do eventually get that clarity, right? You know, and it's all about intuition. It's stepping into your intuition and knowing that all is good and whatever have you. So yeah, it's if things are unclear about your connection, or if your journey or whatever, their messages is saying that it's, you're gonna get a lot of clarity with it. So just stay on course and not be conflicted, which is the next card that showed up. Also, this is a generic reading. It's not the same thing as if you were getting a private reading, because, you know, that's a different kind of energy that the reader would be channeling. So I also want to say that another scenario for this would be that they are unsure of the connection or whatever, because the next card that came up was the conflicted card, which is the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords energy is usually very, very conflicted, or maybe that is something that even you are feeling too, you know, the viewer, right? So if you know, see how it resonates and how this makes sense to you. But that usually means that, but then because the moon has that phase of not you know, not all the time they are in that hazy you know, mode, because moon has the cycles, right? You know, so you will get that clarity, or you will feel that, you know, your intuition will get the better of you. And the next card that showed up was the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is all about victory. So, you know, I feel that you know, whoever is in this energy, whether it's you or your twin flame, they will come out of that energy anyhow. So yeah, that's another way of looking at it. Because yeah, I'm channeling, it could be your energy, or it could be even both persons' energy as well at the moment, because, you know, this is what it is, right? And because this message is for the remainder of the year, you will start getting insights on your journey, as well as you know, how to navigate your twin flame journey and what have you. So that's another way of looking at it, that, you know, that entire energy is not, you're not going to be always in the dark. You know, like sometimes, you know, you feel like you're in the twin flame journey and you can't you can't just go to the end of the tunnel sort of thing to see the light, right? But in this context, you're gonna be seeing the end of the, you know, you will meet at the end of the tunnel, and you will see that light, right? You will see that clarity in your journey. You'll see you know, all those things that pertain to that. So here, the next one I want to point out as well is the Seven of Wands. And Seven of Wands is also saying not to give up. So for those that are feeling that this is hard, you know, journey and what have you, and remember, this is for the entire year. So so I quickly looked at this too here. Sorry about the glare here, because yeah, I have like, you know, different kind of lighting. So that's the Temperance card, and Temperance card is always talking about the divine timing as well, right? So yeah, it's what I'm getting out of this spread is that and it doesn't matter whether it's, you know, messages from them to you, or this is how their energy is, however way you want to look at it, because this is again general reading. But, you know, the main point of this entire reading, the spread, is to, even if you are in the dark, even if you are there in the dungeon and you're thinking nothing's gonna come out of it or whatever, and you are feeling conflicted, just know that, you know, the Six of Wands energy is saying that you will meet victoriously, and, you know, you will find your energies, your clarity will be there, because moon is also about clarity, and eventually you will get that clarity and your intuition and whatever have you. And it's also telling you to stay on course with you know, with your journey, and you know, just have faith, right? Because the Temperance card is here, which is also sort of like about the faith, you know, underneath, right? So yeah, it's also talking about that as well. And you know, it's also talking about it's not going to be an overnight process, but then this is the entire reading for the whole year anyway. So it's also telling you to just kind of not give up and just continue doing what you're doing, you know, keep healing and whatever have you. And yeah, that's also Temperance is also about healing energy, because this is Archangel Michael. I don't know if you guys knew that, you know. So and if you know that Archangel Michael is you know, part of the he is the main guardian for twin flames. So yeah, you know, he's here, he's guiding you along, and it's he's trying to balance that you know, that water energy, right? You know, on both chalices. I don't know if you can see that. See these two chalices here, right? So he's balancing that. So yeah, you just need to continue with your journey, and you will, just like with moon phases, some days will be dark, some days will be light, you know, and that's just the way the cycle rolls. But that doesn't mean that it's going to be always dark, right? It's not the case. So that's their messages from them to you, that you know, you will have those up and down phases, you know, throughout the year. Just know that and you may be conflicted, just know that, you know, you will also be victorious. So that's what I'm getting. So let's see if I can do some clarifier on this with another tarot deck and see what wants to come. So we'll just do the same thing, do a clarifier on each deck. So can we get a clarifier for the Moon card? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, I'm not going to take this, is the Lovers card. If it wants to fall into any of the spread, then they can. But Lovers is all about the Twin Flame card. It's all about making choices in life and in decisions, right? You know, to know that it also is part of divine connection. So yeah, it's asking about the choices, and you know, to make the right choices when it comes to your journey and your life, right? So Two of Wands is the first card that showed up, and this is clarifying the Moon. So Two of Wands is all about, see, this is what I was saying, you know, and it's clarifying that Two of Wands in standard deck, you know, tarot deck, it has two ways, you know, that it'll show, and it's all about making the choices. And because Lovers was at the bottom of the deck, it also to me was saying choices, right? Like, you know, like you are the one that has to be the creator of your own reality and make the right choices, whatever have you. This just kind of fell. I'm not going to take that because I was still shuffling, and it just kind of, I did that, so it was an actual flip. So yeah, it's all about making the right choices and making the right decisions. So I want to say that this year, it sounds like a lot of you will be making some really good choices, and you know, just know that whatever intuitively choices you will make, or what roads to take, you know, just don't second guess that, if that makes sense, right? It sounds like that you will be okay with whatever whichever direction you choose to go, if that makes sense. And it's also a message from them to you to do that as well. Or if you are wondering about their energy, most likely this is also something that's in their mind as well, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know that twin flames mirror each other. So, you know, it's whatever thoughts and desires you have, whatever your goals are, you both will have something very, very similar anyways, because that's what it is. There's that similarity as well. It could be a opposite thing, it could be also a similarity thing. So because, you know, there's two ways of looking at it. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you know, you see your own reflection. That's true. So that's one part of it. And also, you also see something familiar, which is you, right? So that's where the similarity part is there too. So there's two aspects of mirroring. I'm getting double flips here, so I haven't been taking any of those because I just want one, and I still didn't. It's ridiculous. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna go on because this is maybe it was meant to show up. So King of Wands showed up, and I believe that was the first card that I showed you guys in the other deck, and that was the King of Wands energy. So he showed up as a clarifier to the Five of Swords. So to me, again, that's all about you know, keeping your desires and your passions intact, right? You know, you have to be see, Esther Hicks said this in one of her quotes, and I had mentioned this a while back in one of the videos. You know, if you are on a journey, right, on any journey, and if you're miserable, you know, you want to go to your goal, let's just say, right, at the end of the finishing line. But if you are miserable, you know, running all the way there, well, then, you know, you're not going to get that same satisfaction when you go at the finishing line. That's basically what the meme was saying. So yeah, you can't be sitting there being miserable about it. You have to be just as passionate about it in your journey as you know, instead of being miserable during the journey phase. You know, you should be on the way there. You should be just as passionate and just as focus driven, and you know, you should be you know, you should be very ardent about it, right? So if that makes sense. So yeah, so that's the King of Swords that's saying that. The next one is the High Priestess, and that's with the Six of Wands as a clarifier for the High Priestess. Now, if anybody knows anything about High Priestess, they are they're very mysterious, you know, but they're very, very spiritual as well. So because I don't know if you guys knew that she is the counterpart for the Hierophant. So she's the wife, right, or so of the Hierophant. So High Priestess is very, very religious and, you know, very feminine. And yeah, sometimes, you know, some readers will look at it this way, that some things are not being revealed you know, at the time that like, especially if you're looking into, tapping into the future, and you want so much information, what's happening, this and that. Excuse me, holy burp. What it's saying is, because we've got the Temperance here as well, what's it saying is that you know, not everything will get revealed to you, and that's mainly the reason the High Priestess shows up as well, especially when you have Temperance there as well. I want to say that for those that are always trying to seek your answers into the future, you will know that in divine timing, not your timing. So that's another lesson for a lot of you, and that's also perhaps a message. You want to even look at it this way from your twin flame, that, you know, you gotta just kind of roll with the course, as opposed to knowing too much into the future. You gotta enjoy, you know, the moment that you've got here, right, sort of thing. So yeah, I want to say that that's the theme of the reading. It seems like that, you know, a lot of things are being kept away from you, and yes, you are conflicted, but you just gotta stay on course and just trust that all will work out. But, you know, you can't be sitting there worried about what the future is going to entail, and stop living into the now moment. Six of Wands again. So second time, and this is clarifying the Seven of Wands. So The Six of Wands was clarified by the High Priestess, and this is clarified by 7 of Wands. So it just goes to show that, yeah, you know, you will meet with victory, but yeah, you need to almost, you know, this is also, I want to say this is also the faith card, right? So you have to have that faith, you know. Also, you for those that didn't know, Archangel Michael's twin flame is faith, so that's also calling you guys to have that faith as well. So that's an additional message as well. So shoot, I don't know what that was, but yeah, anyways, it was maybe not meant to be, because I forgot that it was the at the bottom of the deck. So we've got the World, so maybe that's what was supposed to show up. So that's with the World, how this works is, you know, it's a cycle, and it's the completion. So completion and new cycles, new beginnings. So yeah, you know, we've got some really good clarifiers here, and I just want to say that it sounds like the messages are very, very profound, and that is to just kind of remain on course, and don't be so conflicted, don't be too negative. Just go with your intuition, follow whatever guidance that you are meant to know at that time. So yeah, and that was the World at the bottom of the deck. So new cycles, new beginning, new phases. So, and that's a good thing. I'm gonna also, what I'll do is, I've got this as well. So I'm gonna, this one is just a regular plain deck, and I've got additional messages here which I can clarify as well for the full spread that I've done. And that's messages from your twin flame. See if there's any repeats that want to come. And this would be my third deck clarifying that. Let's have a look. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we've got, oh gosh, it's Knight of Pentacles. I was gonna say Jack, but it is, yeah, it's Jack of Diamonds, you know, but it's the Knight of Pentacles. And here it's saying have patience and wait. So that's on par with this, because this was the Temperance card, right? And it's all about timing, right? So it's to be patient, because Rome wasn't built in one day, and what it's asking you to do is to just remain patient with everything. So we are clarifying the Moon and Two of Wands. Let's have a look, see what is additional message for that. We've got Knight of Swords, and for some of those that I've got messages from your twin flame written here. So in here it says you are hot. So that's another you know, a message here. Knight of Swords is all about charging, and so just know that you will meet like a lot of your old things that you guys were doing. I want to say that you almost will be leaving all that and charging up and going forward. This one showed up again, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and is talking about being patient and waiting, which is the King of Wands and Five of Swords. So it's actually again talking about you know, with Knight of Swords, the way that they work, some days you'll feel, because this is now sandwiched between Knight of Swords and Knight of Pentacles, you know, so you'll be sort of in between that. That would kind of make sense to me too, because, you know, the Moon is like that, you know, the Moon has that phases, you know, some days, you know, you'll feel like you are going to be marching forward like really swiftly into your journey, and that there's going to be times when you're going to be going slow. So you're going to go through some phases of that too. So just take it as that. And yeah, you have to If it's shown up again here, it's also saying that, you know, to be patient with the highs and lows of the journey, because that's what it is. You know, when you're on a spiritual journey, it's never just one thing. Three of Wands showed up, and Three of Wands is clarifying the Six of Wands as well as the High Priestess. And here the message that is written on the card is, I'm waiting for the right time. So and this is Three of Wands here. It's hard to see because it's very, very busy kind of card, so you don't really see the messages as clearly, but that's what it's saying. And yeah, so Three of Wands, again, it's that energy where that you know, the guy is waiting at the end of the shore and is waiting for that ship to you know, to come ashore, right? You know, and you can see that the ship is in the water. So it's all about you know, that timing again. So it's talking about, like, this seems to be a theme as well of this spread, that it's all about timing, and it'll come when it needs to come. It's not going to come any sooner. So let's clarify the Six of Wands with Seven of Swords. Let's see what that is. We've got Seven of Pentacles, and here the Seven of Pentacles is talking about it's not the right time, my love. So yeah, the message is very clear that it's gonna take, it's not gonna be just an overnight process. It's gonna be a long haul process. And the Seven of Pentacles also talks about the seeds of intention that's been planted already anyways, right? So that is another thing. At the end of the bottom of the deck, we've got Four of Wands. Four of Wands is twin flames written here, and that's your passion igniting. So that is what the bottom of the deck is saying. So holy moly, look at that, right? I mean, who would have known that in 3 deck spread we will get pretty much the same message throughout. I'm just trying to put this so that I don't have to look messy in my table, because yeah, I've got so many decks that I want to pull out, and it fills up really fast. So the next one that I've got is the next deck, Romance Angels. Let's see what ones to come. Messages from your twin flame. Messages from your twin flame. And again, this is for the whole year round, so let's see what they want to tell us. What will be their messages to us. Messages from your twin flame. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. You know, for those that didn't know or are finding that out in your situation, this is one of the biggest things to conquer in a twin flame journey. And I've actually talked about I've actually written blogs, and I've got like even clearing meditations for money blocks and stuff like that. I find dealing with collectives, you know, for the last 2.5 years consecutively, I found that the twin flames deal with money block issues, but not only just that, they also are dealing with, especially the twin flame, the runner twin is also looking after their finances and career, because what I find is that the stair twin usually dives deep into their spiritual alchemy and somewhat their finances, and the other twin heavily on the finances and career and a little bit on the spiritual side. So this is where that balance actually comes together, but they are heavily focused on their finances and career. So, you know, I feel and this is just the way that I teach anyways, is that it's not only the other twin that should be focused on that, it should be the stayer twin as well, because if you want, it's the way that it works. If you want them to be spiritual just like you, then you should be also looking after your finances and career and not expecting them to do everything, right? It works both ways, just the way that if you, yeah, because if you want them to be spiritual, then you got to do that, because they heavily are on the finances and career, less on the spirituality. So if you want them to jazz up their spiritualism, then you need to jazz up your finances as well. Does that make sense? You know, so that's that balance, right? You know, you can't just depend on them. And if you feel that they are depending on you spiritually, you know, then you gotta fix that part, you know, the finances and career, because I hear that all the time. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So that's the next message from your twin flame coming in. Your twin flame, and I'm a twin flame teacher, as you know, so I'm not gonna give you guys, I won't be channeling, you know, the fluff. If you want fluff, you'll have to click this channel off and go follow others that read those kind of things. I'll tell you the real stuff, because that's what it is. It's my job to give you guys the correct, you know, way of looking at twin flame journey and what you need to do, because that's what's going to work, not other channels that only just, you know, have you spying on their energy and all that sort of thing. Because at the end of the day, you know, you'll find a year has gone by, half a year has gone by, 2 years, 5 years, and you're still stuck in the same situation. So if you don't want to remain stuck, then yeah, you want to follow what I'm telling you here. And this reading is channeled reading for the twin flames, the other twin that's ran off, or, you know, whatever have you. But this is their message. And look what kind of cards, and this is Romance Angels, and I'm doing this live, so you know that there's some really nice messages here, but none of them are coming out. These are really interesting things that are coming out. So there's interesting messages coming from the twin flame, and this one is codependency. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. So it doesn't, codependency doesn't mean just addictions. It also means that if you are constantly looking outside of yourself to have somebody make you happy, then that's what that is, right? You know, it's also codependency, because, you know, the whole idea of twin flame journey is to, you know, be whole within you. You know, on your own, you should be feeling whole and complete, and, you know, versus thinking that your twin flame will make you whole and complete. So that's, you know, that's that message that's coming up here. One more card. It's just from your twin flame. So it just goes to show that, you know, they are actually giving messages that just keep that at the back of your mind, that these messages, they are meant to have you not being stuck. See, remember I was telling you that, you know, you have to you know, feel whole and complete within yourself with the codependency card. And this one has shown up, and it's saying it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I want to say that this is in relation to the codependency. So, you know, you have to find love within yourself. You know, it's that inner union which will lead to twin flame union. So that's what the teachers teach you, not of course, you know, people that are selling you romance, because, you know, that's you know, in order to master the twin flame journey, you have to actually feel. and you probably would have heard that anyways from, you know, from other collective members as well, if you're in some sort of group or any kind of public forum, or if you're following any pages, because that's what they will say, because that's what it actually means, that, you know, if you're feeling whole and complete within you, you know, in the self-love, self-empowerment, then you will attain that twin flame union. And in the bottom of the deck, you know, it says here, express your love. All right, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So and you know what, that's what it is. You know, if people are bitter towards their twin flame, you know, for whatever their current dynamics is, you know, also know that you know, that's this is the highest divine connection. So there's going to be different ways of you know, different scenarios of your connection where it's triggering this or that for you to heal. Instead of being bitter about it, you know, just express your love, right? You know, be in the highest love energy, because, you know, you can be holding grudges, right? You know, if there's something that your twin flame is not doing that you don't like, then go within yourself and just see why, right? So that is the message here. So so yeah, I think that it's a very clear message what they're saying. So yeah, it's safe for you to love, and you can express your love, you know, and yeah, and not be codependent on your twin flame too much as well, right? And just embrace your inner power, your inner inner wisdom and inner strength, I want to say. I won't take this, but if it wants to show up again, I will. It's the Green Man, and it's retreat in nature. That's what it is. So, you know, for North Americans and even on the European side there, you know, it's a little bit colder right now, so there's not much you can do with retreating into the nature. But, you know, for the southern part of the world, you know, of course you guys have the nicest weather, right? So you can do that. But yeah, you know, do as much as you can, even in winter times, which is what we are in, to just retreat in nature. And you know, if you need to blow off some steam and you're frustrated with your journey and all that, you know, I would just say go for a 15-minute even power walk outside, you know, or just, you know, level up, and you know, just put layers of clothing, and, you know, just be warm, and then just do that. Even it'll clear your head a lot. So so yeah, it's part of retreating in nature. El Moria is here, and is asking to clear you, clear and shield your energy. So and I always say that for twin flames, they need to clear and shield their energy. And I want to say by next week, end of next week, I'm gonna actually have the grounding energy. Like I said, I was just so busy with the holiday season, you know, had just it's a busy time, you know. I mean, though Canada was in a lockdown, it was very busy for me, and I had a lot of year-end stuff to do, and yeah, it just I wasn't too active in December on YouTube, but so that was it was one of my things to do in my list, was to do that. So I'll try to get that out in January, by the end of January, which is the daily grounding, and that's about a few minutes of your time to just do a quick protection grounding. So I'll do that actually, and that's actually on point. It's a reminder for me to get that going, obviously. So I'll do that. It's something that was in my mind, and just never got to it, because yeah, it's holiday seasons are fun though, you know, you have to admit. You know, you're glad when it's done, but you know, it is what it is. So we've got Lord Ganesh here as saying yes. So Lord Ganesh is all about you know, he's the remover of obstacles, and you know, if there are any obstacles in your journey or whatever, just know that Lord Ganesh is there to see it through, kind of thing. So that's another another way of looking at it, that obstacles are being removed, and you've got the higher forces helping you as well, right, in your connection. What else does the twin flame want us to know? Detach from drama. So then this is Pallas Athena. That's talking about detaching from drama. So yeah, if you guys are involved in some sort of drama or whatever, or if you're giving your twin flame a lot of drama, you know, then detach from that and go into a better energy of you know, clearing your energy and doing better grounding, right? Shielding. What else? One more card. Messages from your twin flame. One more card. My goodness. Like I had all these, I won't take this, but this one actually did flip. And this is Moses here. Take charge of your situation. So, you know, it's crazy how that is tying up with the rest of the reading. And that's to take charge, take action, right? And yeah, holy moly. Open your heart. So, and that's Jesus. So very on par, because, you know, here it is, you know, it's asking about it is safe to love, and it is safe to love yourself, you know, and the, you know, for those that have been bottling themselves up and not loving themselves enough, you know that it's safe to love, right? I mean, the whole idea of the twin flame journey is to improve your life however way you want or can, and to become whole and complete on your own, and to love yourself as best as you can, right? You shouldn't be depending on your other twin flame to do that all for you, because they've got their own stuff that they gotta deal with, whatever that is. So let's see. Okay. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it only is in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So that's that message that it's talking about, that, you know, you need to deal with you, right? You shouldn't be doing what others want you to do. You have to go within yourself and see what's being asked, right? It's all about inner reflection. Look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. So it's all about diving deep into your own, you know, self, and looking for some guidance and all that sort of thing. So that's what your twin flame is also asking you to do, right? Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. And that's what I'm trying to tell you here in this card. Express your love. Remember, this card showed up here at the bottom of the deck, and I was saying that, you know, you can be holding grudges, and you know, you should be in the highest love energy for your twin flame, and because, you know, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. The question is, are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? So that's the theme of this reading here, right? So and yeah, you have to nurture that bond that you have with your twin flame, you know, and just know that whatever they are doing is what they're meant to do, you know, and you gotta play your part, right? Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond your control. And that's what I was saying, right? This is why that high priestess showed up and Archangel Michael showed up here, so it's telling you to just accept things the way it is. And bottom of the deck, we've got new beginning, a new adventure awaits, embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Isn't that amazing that, you know, they want you to do that, or, you know, they are assuring you that new beginning is here? Because, you know, I mean, whatever worked, whatever you thought was working, let's just say last year, let's just say the year before, depending on your the time when you had actually awakened to your twin flame journey, if you think those actually worked, or did they work, right? Did they actually work, or they didn't? So you should answer that question. Whatever you did that work? Probably not. So you want to try something different that will work? Maybe something that you need to just ask within yourself, you know, whether you want to look at it that way, right? Because whatever you have been trying hasn't worked. So you want to try something different, have a different perspective perhaps, see if that's going to work. I want to say it's worth a try. Okay, this is the Oracle card, Soul's Journey. It's actually my new deck, and bottom of the deck is change. So yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, I am doing the channel reading here, right? I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So that's what I was saying, you know, whatever you have done in the past, you know that it didn't work. Do you want to change and want to try something and see if it'll actually work? So it's this whole year going forward, 2021, should be a year of change, and change in a very dramatic way. See what happens then. Really see what happens, because that's the whole point of me reading this for you guys, which is different from other stuff that's out in the YouTube with others that are just channeling, you know, what they think of you. You already know. If it's your twin flame, guess what? It's not one-sided situation, right? They are just as much into you as you are to them. Just if you know that aspect, that's it. That's all you need to know. You know, you don't need to keep checking the energy, right? And yeah, trust the process. Really, really trust the connection. You already know that. Stop wasting your time looking at all this stuff, you know, these kind of, you know, tarot card readings and whatnot. You already know. If you're in a true twin flame connection, you already know that that's what it is. So then try to change what hasn't been working and try something different. See what happens. And that's trust. And that's now I want to say that you know, I want to point this out, that this is the third eye chakra, right? And it's got a little bit of the hue of blue in there, which is the throat, and as well as a little bit, yeah, this would be the blue, because it's more turquoisey color. So yeah, you know, trust your inner truth and trust your, you know, intuition. Accept that my inner, I didn't even read this in the brand new card. So inner truth, I said, here we go. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So and that's me channeling. Like I said, I haven't really paid attention. I just got it like maybe 4 or 5 days ago, so it's still new. So, and then I used to use this at my healer's place because she used to carry this, so it was one of my favorite decks from her collection. But yeah, it just goes to show that, you know, it's on par here. So yeah, so trust what's happening, right? Trust this process, trust this moment that you've got, and you will meet with success, because you had 2 6 of Wands here. Victory card, because you'll meet the success, right? Here we go. And this one is the solar plexus because it's got that light yellow. So solar plexus is all about your own personal development, your own personal power, your confidence. It's the confidence zone, and that's that chakra that actually is that self-empowerment, and you know, it's like that, right? You know, so just know that. And look at this. This is my second last deck that I'm using here, and it's actually firing off with some really interesting messages for you guys, isn't it? I know that there is no greater goal than love, and it is safe for you to love, right? Express your love. So yeah, holy moly. I'm impressed at this reading. Actually started off a little bit, you know, it usually does because it's fuzzy because I don't know how it's going to go the entire reading, but then when it actually starts to come at the end, you know, and it culminates, you know, I am like, oh my god, I'm baffled. And at the end, so yeah, it's as a reader, it's a compliment when I'm able to deliver it like that, where it comes into a full circle. And yeah, very good. I'm very impressed. Well, twin flames are our, you know, biggest teacher. They are our partner in our journey, you know, energetically. No matter what happens in real life, you know, and energetically, they're always with us, supporting us, guiding us, right? So so when they actually give you messages, it actually is very, very profound messages that they'll give. Denial is the next card, and this is the sacral chakra because it's like kind of orangey, and even, you know, it's orange on orange, if you want to say that, you know. And here it says, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Isn't that something? That's what I was saying, that, you know, it's that inner fear that you need to toss and trust the process. You know, you've got that trust card here, right? You know, and then you've got Archangel Michael, you know, that's telling you to have faith and, you know, to trust it, you know. So yeah, you've got some really interesting journeys here. Oh, I forgot here. See, this was another important guy, you know. I mean, you know, open your heart, right? So really, you know, this is crazy how the same messages keep showing up. And yeah, to let go of fear and doubt, right? You know, because you don't want that, because you want freedom from it. And freedom, now this one is the throat chakra, as well as the intuitive, you know, intuition as well. So the main thing is the throat here, and then it's got that, you know, the third eye, right? I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Didn't I said that at some point in this reading? You'll have to rewind it, you know. I don't know what timestamp. If somebody wants to put a timestamp on that, do it. But I did say, you know, that you're a creator of your own reality, you know, and freedom lies within you. So we did, let me just count here. Yeah, we've got 4 cards already. So, and I said not to have doubt, and I didn't even see at the bottom of the deck. So we've got doubt here. So stop doubting. And I release the need to know all the answers. See, this is where I was saying, you know, you're not supposed to know all the answers, right? You gotta go with the flow. Yeah, very, very interesting reading. So those were the messages from your twin flame. And last but not the least, the messages from your twin flame created by me. If anybody wants to purchase this deck, it's on my website. You can go ahead and order it. And let's see what direct messages are coming from them for the year. This is for the year. So yeah, save this video. I really encourage you guys. At the bottom of the deck, it says, I walked away. I can't read it like this. I walked away because I did not have much to give you right now. This is why they walked away, because they didn't have much to give right now. So I won't take that, but if it wants to jump out again. I was wearing a mask when I met you. So I have been aching and longing for you. Are you excited to see me again? So for some of you, you guys will see your twin flame again this year. So I guess you can let me know at the end of the year if that happens or not. This time apart has been hard for me too. It's killing me. And I have been having sleepless nights lately. I miss you so much. And that makes sense to me because remember we were in the holiday season, and you know, no matter what, you know, you always want to be, you know, you always are looking to be around the people that you love and care during the holidays. You know, who doesn't, right? So yeah, I want to say that they feel that way for sure, right? That they wanted to be with us. Whatever circumstances was there that didn't allow them to be, that's another story, but their desire was there, right? They did want us. They did want to see us, and you know, they were thinking of us. So you are all I want. I do not want to lose you. I'll do two more. I think about you constantly day and night. It's a lot of thinking, aren't they? They're like seriously thinking. It's a lot of thought card. Holy moly. It's like the same theme. I'm ready for a relationship with you. And this one ended up... this one also fell out, so I'm gonna read that out. I have been getting past life recollection and awareness. So, but on the deck. And it's funny because this showed up at the beginning of the deck, and it ended up becoming the end of the deck, and that is, I walked away because I did not have much to give you right now. So that actually concludes the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know if this resonated, and if you felt, I felt it, that they were giving us very specific messages to change some of our old patterns and beliefs and ways to do something different for 2021. And I think that that is the strongest message that they gave us, is to do that, you know, and meet with success. So with that, this was Twin Flame Union. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and do write in the comments, let me know what you thought of it, if it resonated or not.